everybody. What is it, Thursday? Is it the 19th or the 20th? I think the 20th. All right, so normally I shoot in 720, 30 frames, and this time I am shooting in 1080p, which doubles the size of the file, and I'm shooting in 60 frames, which doubles the size again. The thing about that is it makes the video really nice for bouncing and jumping, and so the video is going to be a lot cleaner. The only bad thing is that when I edit, we need to pay for the software so that it doesn't put a watermark on there, and I don't want to pay for the software, so I got to figure out how to get the watermark off of there today. So if you don't see the watermark in the bottom right hand corner, then you know that I did it, and if you do see the watermark, then you definitely will not be seeing the video. So what do we have on the truck today? First, let's get the airplane. All right, so this is the new camera that I haven't used as much since I bought it, and that means I have to edit on the new computer, or else it will take 12 to 20 hours to do the rendering. So we got a truck of stuff that just pulled up here. Looks like a lot of rebar. I used to call it rebar, but I think it's rebar. Looks like rebar at the back, and I don't know if those are pallets or some type of wood back there. So, as I said yesterday, it looks like they're getting ready to start doing the forms for the basin. Looks like we have pieces of wood. And let's zoom in on that. We'll take a look at it later. That looks like rebar. Yeah, that's what that is. All right, there we go. Now, I saw some activity down at the bottom of the basin yesterday. Those big boards, those 4x8 boards, it looked like they were, oh, I missed the airplane. It looked like they had lined them up all the way around the base. And I'm going to show that to you right now. Let me get a better area to look at. And yeah, we've got all the wood that's sitting down there. It definitely looks like a better picture on this camera. Hard to say. We got the bikers that are always out here every day. So let's zoom on in on that. Come on, focus. It's not at least it's not focusing to me because there's a lot of fence over here. So I can't really tell if we're getting anything in the picture. All right, here we go. People are coming by me. So let's hold on.
Because I'm sure Italian shoes, they have beautiful shoes.
So there are the boards all the way down at the base. I don't know why those were put down there or up there. I don't know what the point of it is. I'm sure there's a reason for that. And we got another airplane, a really long plane this time. Okay, so that's focusing. Maybe it's just the fence that's causing the problem. Next week it should be sunny. We're heading into summer pretty soon. So, where am I at? That's the other thing about these cameras. When you zoom in, it doesn't look like they're focusing, but when you look at the video, they definitely focused. Okay, so that's focused. Those are the 2x4s, I believe. 2x4s over there. All right, we've got another load that's coming off that truck. Yesterday, that area that was just loaded with 2x4s. I don't know where they all went, but we're gonna look in a minute. Got 2x4s over there. 2x4s by 16s, I think I said. Those are 4x8 foot boards. And I'm not going to call the city to ask what these are about. I don't think it really matters. Doesn't matter to me. We'll see over time. Let's zoom out. As I showed you a couple weeks ago, they packed all of this in with dirt after they put the piles in here, and it looks very secure. Looks like this is how it's always been. So we have this camera is just very difficult to use now in the overcast. And I don't know if this is in focus. I'll find out when I get home. We got the boards, but they stop over here. They stop in the middle of the basin. This guy's pulling all the stuff off the truck over there. If I can get it on video, very hard to see. I hear an airplane. Let's get the airplane. There he is. All right, so let's go down further. Down in the middle of the pit. Man, am I having a hard time zooming in. Where the heck is that? I'm already zoomed out all the way. Where am I? There's some, there it is. I don't know if that's focused. If that's not focused, then there it is. Surveyor equipment in the middle of the basin. Okay, what is this guy taking off of the truck? We got a sign in the way. Got some big container, big orange, big red container. Let's go across the street to the pumping station. I don't think they're doing anything today. I don't see the, don't see the, what is that called? The crane. All right, this kind of worries me. I was wondering what the heck these things are. I'm seeing them all over the place lately. I'm seeing them everywhere. I'll get used to this camera. It's just very awkward to zoom in and see. Okay, so I'm seeing these all over the place. And I wasn't sure what they were. I believe they're 5G antennas that are blowing out massive amounts of radiation that are going to destroy our health. And there is zero regulation, because the feds with Trump don't care. And that's it. The GOP doesn't care. There are no regulations on the 5G. Antennas are being put up across some schools and hospitals and next to apartments and condos. And this thing is pumping out a massive amount of danger zone radiation. All right, so the crane is gone. If the crane is gone, I'm assuming they have dug all the way down to the 35 feet and they don't have to pull out any more dirt. I hear an engine in the background. I don't know if that's a motor for air circulation or who knows what it is. But I don't want to go across the street. Okay, so that's the end of the pumping station for today. I was supposed to be going to lunch with a group of people today. Oh, I hear another plane. Qantas. Yeah, I was supposed to be going to lunch, but it's at an Indian restaurant. And I looked at the menu and I thought, okay, I hate curry. I hate ginger. And why am I going there? I'm not going to like the food. I'm going to be sitting there with a bunch of people asking myself, what the heck am I doing here? So I am not going to the luncheon. Yesterday I had a massive headache. Massive, that everyone wants to know about. So I went to, there's a massage place that I go to in the marina. And oh my God, it felt great, but I still had the massive headache. So I went home and I got out the ice pack. And I iced the shoulders, iced the back of the neck, iced the temples, top of the head, and the face. And I still had the headache, and I did the same thing with the ice, with the heat pack. And it all went away when I got the heat on the face. So I don't know if it was sinus, but if you have a massive headache and you can't figure out what's causing it, try putting a heat pack right on your face, on the forehead, top of the head. For me, it was mostly the face, the forehead, the eyes, the nose. All right, I got somebody coming over towards me. I don't like that. So I figure, what are we at, Thursday? By Friday, things are going to pick up. Let's make that Monday. By Monday, things should be picking up. Check this out. Somebody dumped this piece of junk in the cottontails. That's the beeping over there. It is not your cell phone. All right, so when I came here yesterday, they were all sitting around. I don't know if they're taking a break, or there's the jogger that I see every day. I don't know if they're taking a break or if they are talking about what they're going to work on or what they're going to do. Probably taking a break. There's a sign way out there. I'd love to see what it says. Probably a work sign. Normally at a work site you have to have all your federal and state rules and your contact for union, and I'm assuming that's what that sign is all about. But we'll find out in a minute. This guy is just going to be unloading the truck, and then he's going to go move things afterwards. So let's go watch what he's going to do. So with 60 frames a second, you should be able to zoom in really good and not have to worry about stability. But there is no way that I'm going to be able to. I don't have a tripod. I'd love to be able to see that sign. I could go to a better zoom, but I don't really care. We'll try to figure it out. Okay, so I'm going to go around here. We're going to watch what they're taking off the truck, and then I'm going to get out of here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be here Friday, but Monday, I say that every time, and then I end up coming out. Monday, Tuesday, I think things are really going to start picking up over here. I think it's rebar. Let's go find out. We'll find out what they're putting on here. There's this guy sitting in his car. I get really suspicious when I see people just sitting out here doing nothing. Looks like an Amazon truck is over there. Okay. Let's go see what they're unloading from this guy. There's that big red thing I was talking about. Looks like for concrete. Maybe it's a concrete mixer. I don't know what those officially would be called. That's a mixer of some type. There's an airplane. I want to try to get him in. Yeah, that's a mixer. Looks like a lot of wood. I thought it was wood. What the heck is this stuff? Looks like humongous blocks of steel. I don't know if that's steel or not. That's kind of weird. And then I don't know what that is. There's something inside there. It's a bunch of packaging and wood. There's something in there, obviously, but I can't tell what it is. And let's go zoom on in on this thing. There are a bunch of vehicles parked way up there. I don't know if this is related to what's going on here. You can see this field over here. As I told you, this is owned by the Department of Airports, and this has been an absolute mess of cottontails and weeds that they did not want to clean up. They don't clean up their property. I think everybody knows on the news, if you've been watching the news, Los Angeles is having major problems with management and getting things done, from the mayor all the way down. So they didn't want to clean this thing after calling the fire department and calling the Department of Airports, calling everybody. They didn't want to do it. So somebody is coming out here and cleaning this thing. I don't know. I think they're cleaning it on the weekend or at nighttime, but they are cleaning it. Half of this has been removed. I don't know if they're going to do the whole thing. This is a massive fire problem over here. And now that they're cleaning the area, there are rattlesnakes that are in here. Well, there were before. There are rattlesnakes, there are snakes, and there are scorpions in here, and they are going all over the neighborhood. So, yeah, their homes are being disturbed, and they are not happy. All right, I see a little truck coming up behind me. Stand over to the side. I'm not going to go stand in the brush now that I know that we have snakes over here. Come on, pass me by. Those are horses. And I knew they do transport horses out of this place. So that's why I'm wondering, are these all animals up here, or what the heck is going on? And I think there are a bunch of animal trailers. Yeah, they're animal trailers. All right, that's somebody's private life. I don't want to put that on film. All right, yeah, if you watch the news, if you pay attention to news out here, someone's trying to recall the mayor. Now, the mayor is not good. The mayor loves photo ops, but the mayor is just not that good. And he hasn't been good for the city. But the person is doing it because he is not taking care of the homeless problem fast enough. And my belief is it's not the job of the city or the taxpayers to give people free housing and free food. And I believe that everyone should have free medical. No doubt about that. Nobody should be turned down for having free medical. But the city shouldn't be saying we have to provide, what do they say, like 50,000? Cities can't provide 50,000 free homes and then give them food and then pay for the mortgage or the rent or whatever for the rest of their lives. So a recall for that, I think, is foolish. But a recall in general, yes, good for them. I don't know if it's going to work. The city's not happy with him, but voters, you never know. All right, we're almost done. Did I get this camera on in time? I just don't know if any of this is coming out or if it's in focus. Gray skies, very difficult to record against. New camera, very difficult to see what I'm doing. Okay. I shut off the camera. I try to keep personal cars out of this thing. Looks like the flatbed is empty almost. And they got a lot of stuff to bring down there to the basin, unless they're going to keep it up here. This video is going to take me forever to edit and render. Oh my gosh. 1080p is a nightmare. 60 frames is even worse. 4K is even worse than that. As I said, you double it when you go up in frame rate, and you double it when you go up in resolution. So 720, 30 is the standard. 720, 60 is double the size. 1080, 60 is quadruple the size. And then 4K is exactly what it means, 4 times the size. and it takes forever on even on a fast machine. So, all right.